Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Stealing from the Greats, a daily segment where I break down the best subscription signups out there so we can learn what do's and don'ts we can apply to our own subscription websites. Now today I am looking at Snow Days. Snow Days is a grain-free, organic, premium cream of the crop type pizza bite. Now, we do not get that messaging right from landing on their homepage, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, as always, I'm looking at three main aspects that make a good subscription sign-up flow, and that is the brand drivers, product drivers, and trust drivers. And as always, this website is built on Shopify using a subscription app. In this particular case, I believe they are using a recharge. We'll get to that in a bit. So I'll just dive right in. So it is July 11th, 2023, which means it is Prime Day sale. So I am wondering if this is something that they've, if their homepage is adjusted to that in any way, shape, or form, but we'll keep looking and see what happens. Now, as always, let's start off with the brand drivers. And that's really what we want to make very, very clear of what is our company about and who's it for right on off the get-go. When you land on anyone's homepage. So, does Snow Day do that? Not really. Here we have that statement that taco pizza is back by popular demand. It is a flavor of their pizza bites. And they have an unfortunate product carousel that is kind of, as I always rant on about these things, kind of hit or miss. It doesn't really send anybody to the second or the third page. Generally, people just continue scrolling. Nobody really interacts with a carousel. So I would say avoid carousels in general. And what you should do, fun-filled, is have a good, strong positioning statement. What does that mean? And the brand, what does a good brand hook look like? Well, generally, it's a positioning statement that tells the first-time visitor, assume they know nothing about you, is who you are, what you do. Basically, let's define it as that. What you do and who do you do it for. So, fun-filled pizza bites with serious ingredients is a good example of what we do, where we do fun-filled pizza bites with serious ingredients. And who's it for? Well, it doesn't necessarily tell you that it's maybe for people who care about the environment, people who care about premium ingredients, grass-fed ingredients, organic. It doesn't say much about that in the homepage positioning. Then it also talks about the subscribe and save, which obviously is important to them. They're putting it on the homepage, but it tells you how kind of also non-important the subscribe and save is to them, because they're prioritizing it to the very third panel of their slide. So what I would love to see is a better, improved positioning statement right on the homepage. And right underneath there you have brand drivers and then trust drivers. Here are a couple of call-outs from press, from The Strategist and from Bon Appetit, great publications, that talk about easy to cook, quick snacks that taste good and doesn't make you feel like crap after. Okay, that's great copy. Bon Appetit ingredient list that reads more like a salad. How does that sound? That sounds so awesome, and that is exactly what I would want to hear. Unfortunately, these are not prioritized. These are secondary, and they are likely going to be missed by a lot of viewers. Now, what I do really like is the fact that they obviously have these quotes right after the homepage banner, but also that they've bolded these statements to make it easier to skim. Easy to cook, quick snacks that taste good. Oh, okay, maybe I should read the entire quote. That's generally how this thing goes. Then they've covered the brand driver, they've covered the trust driver. We're so far on a good path. Hit and miss on the brand, but let's see if they can wow us with their products. And so we have cheese, taco sausage, and buffalo chicken, and Freedom of Snow Day. Now, I don't know if the Freedom of Snow Day really tells you, it's self-explanatory that these are flavors and that there might be a few more. Actually, this button just okay, perfect. So that carousel button slider was not the greatest. It took me straight to the product page. But the choice is yours. I think this is good. This shows you the variety of products. I really love this product imagery of these really cute and appetizing pizza bites, but also the brand and the product packaging itself. I wish there was a little bit more lifestyle images, kind of like this. For example, the taco pizza is back. So that could be maybe as a hover effect, something along the lines of that, like opened and closed box, or prepped, or in the package and served, and people just enjoying images of people enjoying your product generally goes well. It's kind of the marketing 101 process. Now, here is what I really, really like. Now, again, coming back to brand drivers, and again, something the homepage just doesn't tell you. What we believe, and this is actually what a lot of brands don't follow through on or fall apart on, is their brand mission and the brand values are just not clear enough on their homepage or through their purchasing journey. So why Pizza Bites and why us? It's because we believe that it's got to be organic, it's got to be packed with veggies and proteins, it's got to be no grain, grass-fed, free range, made with oil. So made with olive oil, actually, I'll call this out because it might not be super clear of why that's better than seed oils, but maybe to an average listener or viewer, site visitor. But that's kind of the idea, more focusing on benefits. So I really like that. And 0 empty calories. So I really, really like this. These are great brand driver section, and it makes me interested. It's like, okay, hold on. These are like really, really premium pizza bites. No grains. How do you do that? So you won't find a better bite. That is a really good homepage positioning statement. Or at least a promo, essentially some flavor to your branding, maybe not necessarily homepage positioning statement. Then they talk about their subscribe and save, and that's exactly what we're going to do in a second. So they're talking a little more, again, trying to deliver the brand drivers, a little more of the, again, product and brand driver. Here, save 10%. It's really kind of hidden here. It's very easy to miss about this subscribe and save program. I really, really like this piece. Again, I'm a big sucker for well done product photography with image overlay. So they have this beautiful pizza bite cooked. I can pretty much smell it. It looks so good. And they have images that once you hover over what's inside this ingredient, basically this very cool ingredient list. That's kind of what it is. They tell you exactly what's in each one of these, and it basically makes you seem like you know all these ingredients, and you can pretty much, again, taste it. So I really, really like this setup. Drives a lot of value of the product up. So this is a really good product driver. What I would probably recommend is pushing this up into instead of having these variety of flavors, having basically having this selector in there instead of having that variety of flavors, and then letting people select one. One thing I would call out here is there's no call to action here. It's like buy, see more, or buy now, or subscribe today. To cheese, to sausage, to any of the taco bite, to any of the bites. And then, so what we don't do, no grains, no seed oils, no BS, so highly processed oils. So I really like this. Again, more brand drivers. So they really get the point across of, okay, no artificial ingredients, no preservatives. We're really premium in what we do. Now, they have this little Instagram call out here and social media call out here. I'm not really a huge fan of these because, again, the whole point of social profiles on your social accounts is to drive traffic to the website, not drive website traffic to social media. That's there when they're here to buy. Don't distract them. And a little more social proof that is sprinkled on the bottom. Now, here's what I would love to see. I would love to see more things exactly like this. I hope they make them in 100 count soon. Like these kind of call-outs from users are extremely powerful to sprinkle all over your purchasing journey. And the higher they are up the page, the more likely they are to get seen. Most people don't make it, like 50% of people will not make it 30% down the page. I mean, these are just general stats, but keep that in mind. Using user-generated content like excerpt, especially for consumer packaged good brands and for food and beverage brands, is key because, again, describing the taste, somebody describing the taste is a lot more valuable than you trying to describe what it tastes like. Again, this comes as social proof, and having outside people verify how good it tastes is just a lot more powerful. Okay, so let's click Shop Bites, and you know what? That's really annoying because, again, this is not really a button. This is just a clickable banner, which is really annoying. So again, downside, do not use these. So let's click on their subscribe and save, and it will take us to the product page. Now, a couple of things I really like. 1,500 review count right at the top. This is, I believe, is likely Yakpo, this looks like. Or it could be Judge. Yeah, it's Judge Me. So 1,500 reviews, and then they're not too worried about putting the button right above the, well, in desktop it's still above the fold, but not too worried about like putting it right at the top. It doesn't really matter. What they want to do is highlight the product copy. Again, the most converting piece on the website. Want some different bites for different nights. Our 4-pack variety is basically what they're selling here. Has something for everyone. And veggie, sausage, buffalo chicken, and that's the variety pack that they're trying to upsell. You have different ones, and I do like how the product description is very personalized to each one. You can click on these pop-up questions, and using pop-ups like this is very, very helpful to converting basically healthy skeptics, so people who are interested enough in your product but still have some questions and want to know a little more. So ingredients and nutritional facts are common things you'd want to list, and generally you'd want to be able to, generally as a rule, these pop-ups are really good for delivering additional info on the page without overwhelming the user with too much info on the page, because there is content fatigue as well. So that's one thing that a lot of websites just forget about. We have, again, the breakdown of what's inside, which I really like. The description around subscribe and save. So I am kind of conflicted about the subscribe and save call to action on a product page already. I really like this sticky cart here, however, that summarizes, hey, you get these cheese pack, 2-pack, $39, 4 servings, subscription every 1 month, 1,500 reviews, the social proof right underneath it. You won't find a better bite, and a couple of FAQ questions. Now, this is actually something that I had myself. It's like, how do you ship a frozen good? And they address that right away. We address it, that's kind of the top question. I'm sure that was one of the top questions they hear either in support or in their FAQ section. They see most traction there. And you can do that by putting a heat map on your FAQ page and seeing what people engage with the most. And here they're saying that every package includes 10 pounds of dry ice, which is kind of a lot. It's got to be, now I'm thinking about what are shipping costs, to ensure your pizza bites stay frozen and at food safe temperatures. Now, all in all, this is really, really solid. Great brand drivers, except for that homepage banner. Great product drivers about premium quality ingredients. I wish there was a little more product imagery and product lifestyle photography on here. But that's kind of where we're at. Now, let's briefly and finally touch on the subscribe and save. Now, here's the annoying piece. Is that we only thing we really get out of it is subscribe and save 10% is all I'm perceiving. And 50 cents per pizza bite is not really something that makes me feel like you're getting a ton. I do want to know a little more about their subscription program, and is it worth it? And is it worth trying? So I wish they displayed a few more subscriber benefits on here, but overall, really, really good. Big fan, a couple of things to tweak, but priority on subscribe and save, really good. All right, See you in the next one.